Okay, it's time for another tip. So, who here actually, as a kid, wanted to be working at a bank or wanted to be a CRA officer? Huh. Yeah. A lot of us just find ourselves within financial institutions and then someday within compliance and then someday as CRA officers. So this was the path for me as well. So a lot of us get voluntold to run the CRA program. Maybe we walked past the wrong desk on the wrong day and poof, there we are in charge of the CRA program. A lot of you come from maybe compliance and they're like, well, you could just handle the CRA program. We've had some turnover. So just add that to your plate, that plate that is really overflowing. So now you're in charge of CRA. Sometimes we have our commercial lenders that actually have to take on CRA too, which is always an interesting scenario. Or maybe you were in operations. And I say, if you come from operations, you already understand the bank and how it functions and who does what. And so that's a nice transition too. So no matter how you found yourself to become a CRA professional, well, here you are. So oftentimes when we are voluntold or we're put in charge of the CRA program, we're not quite sure where to start. Maybe you start with the Googles and you try to, find any free training or you end up just seeing, a regulatory guide or you look at the reg or the Q&A and you're just really not quite sure where to start. And on top of that, there was no golden binder that was given to you really sharing how that the CRA runs their CRA program. So if that was your path, you're not alone. So many of us start and we just figure it out. We sleuth our way and then we build and institutionalize the CRA program over time. So if you're brand new to this, don't worry, we've got you. The CRA Essentials is really, really important. So you can get the CRA Essentials through cobbling it together yourself through the various resources out, in our industry, or you can come into, of course, CRA Today offers essential program to really create the foundation. And what's most important is that you start to learn about your bank and learn about your CRA program. And what I recommend is that you go to your performance evaluation first, right? And so that is the source of truth from your last exam. So pull one or two of your performance evaluations. And by the way, you do that at ffiec.gov/CRA. And then you can get a lot of the resources to get you started. But pull that PE. That's a public facing document. So you can actually pull that. And if you're allowed, you can put that into an AI tool since it's a public information, right? And you can say, what's the bank's strengths? What are the gaps? And if you were new to CRA, where would you focus first in terms of curing some of the performance gaps that exist? So that's getting a little more advanced, but there's so many different things you can do with that public facing document. And I'd highly recommend that you study it and you learn it and then you take the next step forward. So I hope that's helpful. It's just really the first source of truth to go to. And then you layer on your understanding over time on how you translate the performance evaluation into a CRA program within your bank. So hope that's helpful. Until next time, bye for now.